Okay, thank you very much, sir. Sticking with the theme of the 10%, we've got another question from Mingatafadzwa Mahutu, who inquires, how do you deal with issues where the payer withholds 10% tax and the supplier delivers goods equivalent to the 90% paid?
Sorry, I didn't get the last part. Sorry. I don't know what's happening with my...
All right, that's all right. The question from Mr. Mingatafadzwa Mahutu was, how do you deal with issues where the payer withholds 10% tax and the supplier delivers goods equivalent to the 90% paid?
Thank you, Mr. Now. Can you tackle that one?
Very sorry, I did not hear the question.
All right, I'll repeat the question being, how do you deal with issues where the payer has withheld 10% tax and the supplier delivers goods equivalent to the 90% that's been paid?
Sorry, I don't understand from whose perspective are we saying, what exactly is the transaction transpired? The payer is supplied goods worth $100 and he's being paid $90 because the $10 has been withheld as withholding tax. The one who has received $90, which exclude the withholding tax, is allowed to claim the withholding, which is 10%, which has been withheld as a deduction. So there is no loss from his part or from her part, unless I do not understand the question well.
I believe you've answered the question, and if not, then the questionnaire is always free to come back with a follow-up question. In the meantime, I see Solomon Goredema has his hand up again. We'll allow you to just interact directly with the panel. Hello, Solomon, can you hear us?
Is muted.
Hello, Solomon. Could you kindly unmute your microphone and go ahead and ask your question?
Go ahead, sir. I think we can't hear him, but what he was saying, I think I saw his question again on the platform. He's asking about on the withholding tax, Mr. Knowledge, he wanted clarification on USD, not on Zim dollar. Withholding tax in USD, how much is the threshold, sir? Mr. Knowledge?
Hello?
Yeah,
sorry.
I think, did you hear the question, sir?
Sorry. I think our internet is having some challenges here, but you can go ahead, you can ask the question.
That's okay. I think on the withholding tax, Mr. Goredema really wanted to understand on the USD, not Zim dollar. So how much does the invoice have to wait for it to be withheld in USD? Okay, I think Mr. Knowledge, you can unmute. Kindly unmute.
Thank you for that question. For the transaction in US dollars, the taxpayer now needs to use the interbank rate to convert the amount into RTGS dollars when completing the return. Then when it comes now to the payment, you will have or he or she has to pay now in US dollars, because remember there's that law which says you pay tax in the currency of your trade. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. And while we wait for more attendees to come through with their questions, there is, I think, one question here for us as the M&J team. It says, good day, I joined a bit late. Is there any way I can get the recording? Chair, thank you for the question. And the answer is yes, it is absolutely possible to catch a full recording of this session. You can find us on our Facebook page at M&J Consultants, where the full session will be available on demand. You can also find us on YouTube. That's at M&J Business TV, where you can watch this on demand. Now, for our panel, again, as we move on with our questions, the next one here is, what is excise duty and presumptive tax, and where does it apply?
Thank you, Tendai. I'll take that question. Excise duty is duty levied on specified local manufactured goods and on provision of specified services in Zimbabwe. This excise duty is also levied on the importation of specified goods. So when it comes to special excise duty, this is tax that is charged on goods that cause what we call social externalities, or what we call public externalities. So this is duty imposed on for the public safety and health of individuals. So this tax, usually it's charged on goods such as beer and spirits, talk of tobacco, talk of airtime, you talk of cigarettes. So those are some of the goods where excise duty is charged. But you also realize that on change of ownership or sale of used motor vehicles, this excise duty is charged. So that's it on excise duty. Then maybe probably let's move on now to presumptive tax. Presumptive tax, this is tax on presumed income. When we say presumed income, we are saying this is tax that is based on assumptions. We are not really sure of your activities, so we just presume that this is tax that applies to your service or to the goods that you sell. So usually this the presumptive tax is charged to hairdressing salons. You talk of cottage industries, talk of bottle stores, talk of tax operators, driving schools, etc. Maybe the question says, where does it apply, and who is supposed to account for presumptive tax? You realize that we have got individuals who are trading, who are not registered with ZIMRA. Those ones are the ones that are supposed to account for a presumptive tax. So it applies to small businesses and micro enterprises, mostly those who are not registered for tax purposes. So these ones, they don't submit any returns. They just make a payment. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. We have an attendee coming through with what I believe is a very practical question. He asks, I think this is his own case. We used to do business informally. Because of increasing orders, we are now getting our clients asked us to formalize. Great. They also want us to be VAT registered. We now have a new CO and BP number. Can we be registered for VAT even though we haven't traded with this new company? On the strength of confirmed orders, and in what form would you want these confirmed orders?
Thank you so much, Tendai, for that question. I'll tackle that one. Maybe for the advice of everyone in this group, if you are registered with the ZIMRA and you want to register for VAT purposes, and you get a you get a big order. The next thing that I will advise you is to get a contract with that supplier or with that client, a written agreement. Then you attach it with all the requirements and submit to us. Then we can initiate the registration process for VAT. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.